Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cut! 180! Mike 47! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Motion! Put! Tighten up! Tighten up! Time! 5! Check 31! Alert 3! Alert 3! Alert 3!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, watch it! Switch! Hey, 76! 76! 76! Attack!
Now Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, son! I got you, son! What's up? 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Don't get nervous. 12. Showing it.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cut! 180! Ric Flair! Let's go! Out! You go take it! You got orange! Hey, switch it!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Ready, ready. You draw quarters. No.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, run 3. Kill. Leo.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ten logo. I got you, pop. Shit. Smooth. Good. Check. Motion out of the backfield. 51's the mic. Here we go. Smite.
Operating from the gun. Shelton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Maverick. Check 26, check 26. Hey, check.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, 180. 47. I got it. Shell. 61, matchbox lights.
Out of the gun, Goff. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, let's go. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
2nd and 2.
36.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
18, Gator. X3, 218, chopper.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints first down.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to throw. Shelton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check nickel. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Shelton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Shelton drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Throwing on 1st down. Shelton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Set, 8, read.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Open space inside the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Shelton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Shelton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Check 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. 80 weapon.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 76. 76.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to rifle up. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Whirling. Check. Tight on.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hold on. Check.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Louis. Check 37. Under 10. 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A beautiful fake. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Check. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Slam. Watch out.
2nd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Here we go. 15 line. Hey, Steve 6. All right?
A final shot before break. Shelton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, high 7. Look at me. Door. Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
On the ready.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Shelton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Goff. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No. Check it backer. Switch. Kill.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
17.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Goff on 3rd down. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down and inches. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
6-6, pull it high. He's coming. We got double up. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Shelton. And that's caught by Smith. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Shelton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Smooth.
Operating from the gun. Shelton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Shelton. And Thomas has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it. 51. Protein spill. Let's go. Mike 51. Too little. Tap. Watch the ship.
From the gun, Shelton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got him. It's caught In the end zone, touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go, 12, let's go. 4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic. Cornell. He's exit. He's checking crap.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cochran. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Check, 47.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Shelton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
51, Mike 51. Yeah. You don't want none. 51 to Mike. Big grip.
From the gun, Shelton. And the catch made by Hopkins. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
47's the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 47's the mic.
Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
47's the mic, boys. 47.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33.
5. Value 1. Mike 47. I know he ain't got it.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They can't hang with us. Hold on.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. This is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We go! 15 line. 15 line. Hey. Switch. Hey, Delta. 51. Now! I'm coming after you. Yep. Mike 51. Yes. Hey, let's go. Tell me practice. Push him back. Hey, seam 6. Mike 51. 80 weapon. Joker. Let's go.
Back to throw. Shelton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Just like that. Just like that.
Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go. 60 outlaw. Watch the screwjaw portal. Watch the screen. Slam.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.